There are few things that I dislike as much as team bonding activities. Either we like each other and get along, or we don't. Making me act out a scene from some self-righteous writer's big break play isn't going to help that situation. The only thing that it does is prove that nobody in their right mind should be an English major if they actually want to contribute to society and feed themselves.
I say that as a prospective English minor, so don't get pissed.
I also never understood why all of these activities seem to be centered around making a fool of myself. In fact, I find it offensive that people think I need their help to embarrass myself. My personality and complete lack of situational awareness do that well enough, thank you. So, when I heard that I would be thrown into the woods for a week with 5 other incoming freshmen so that we could get to know each other better, I wasn't happy. In fact, I think I would have broken my arm to get out of going had I not been stopped by my crippling procrastination. Either way, I soon found myself on an unmarked yellow bus full of people that I didn't know and set off to explore the vast, untamed wilderness that is my city's downtown. After working our way through that war zone, we found ourselves at a camping site that had no significance other than the fact that it was the last place we could take a dump on an actual toilet. From that point onwards, we would be digging our holes and squatting, a situation that was only exacerbated by the fact that we soon ran out of toilet paper and had to resort to leaves. At this campsite, we were also given a small plastic whistle, which we were told to blow only in case of life-threatening emergencies. Naturally, we had 2 incidents with the whistles, neither of which were actually life-threatening, but both of which involved me. The first time I blew the whistle, a friend and I were out collecting water and got lost. The counselors in charge of our group came sprinting over and, after seeing the 2 of us standing around dumbfounded, chastised us for using the whistle inappropriately. Being a freshman, however, and not recognizing that these people had less power over me than a twig, I actually listened and didn't blow the whistle again until the last day of our hellish march. After we set up camp on that final day, which was nothing more than just 2 tarps, one below us and one above, we settled in for the night. I wanted to go to sleep because the less time I spent conscious on this trip, the better, but my tarp mates had other ideas. Chatting quickly turned into storytelling, which quickly turned into one of the few things I hate more than team bonding activities: horror stories. The guy sleeping next to me started to tell the story, and while I don't remember all of the details because I've tried to repress my memories of the event, I'll do my best to recreate it for you. This is roughly what I heard. Blue bonnet over the hill. Blue bonnet across the road. Blue bonnet at your door. Blue bonnet in your house. Blue bonnet up your stairs. Blue bonnet in your room. Blue bonnet above your bed. Blue bonnet, and now you're dead! As he said that last part, he grabbed me by my shoulders to send his jump scare home. This initiated my fight or flight response, and instead of running for my life, I whipped around and backhanded him in the face. Blood started spewing from his nose, and for a second I thought I had actually killed him. But as the shock of what happened wore off, the resulting screams quickly told me otherwise. I knew that the adults were far away enough from our tarp that they couldn't hear us, so after a brief pause to think about the consequences and completely disregard them, I blew my whistle. The others in the tarps quickly joined in, one after another, and soon everybody in a 1-mile radius was rudely awakened by the sound of 5 teenagers screaming into their dinky little plastic whistles. Over this shriek, I could just about make out profuse cursing, and before I realized who was cursing, I came face to face with the terrified counselors who were convinced that all of us were being mauled by bears. After seeing that we hadn't been turned into ground meat, and realizing that we had called them because some kid had a nosebleed, they muttered something, turned around, and went back to sleep. Believe it or not, this wasn't the most traumatic thing that happened during the trip. Nope, that distinct honor goes to the more than 80 bug bites I received. I had so many bites, in fact, that it looked like I had smallpox, and I felt sick too. You know how many diseases I could have gotten from that? Lyme disease, malaria, and AIDS are just a few of those that couldn't be transmitted through bites, and I legitimately thought that I would keel over dead at any point. Neither of the counselors seemed to care, however, and so with every bite, I lost more of my verbal filter until I was straight cursing the counselors out and asking them to fight me by the last day. They never did. Remember to like and sub so I can get enough money to buy the company out that ran the expedition and drive them into the ground. Oh yeah, I also need to pay for college.